swagger, okay? Regardless of what happens out there. Doesn't matter. Keep your swagger.
Hey everyone, welcome into this week's Sit Start Saturday. We're your hosts today, Alan and Jay. Hopefully now with better sound. Like, I apologize to everyone. I did not realize that my mic was having issues for probably weeks. So yeah, thanks to everyone who left comments saying like, dude, the volume's busted. What's going on? But before we get into the actual Sit Start questions, a couple things I wanted to point out that happened in the last couple nights. Zane Perrick on Calgary. Power play won last night. Most power play time of all the defensemen, the usual suspects, Anderson, Uyghur, most power play time. And then Zach Bolduc, probably like stream of the first couple weeks on Montreal Canadiens. Off of power play one, it looked like Thursday night in favor of Demidov. So maybe something to watch today. Maybe this influences your sit start decisions. But yeah, if Bolduc isn't getting power play 10 minutes a night, doesn't cut it. I don't know, Jay, anything on either of those two players? Or
man, Parekh stonks cutting in this early into the season. Holy smokes. I think, dude, in other leagues, like we're playing in keeper leagues and whatnot, he was getting drafted. Geez, like I want to say, like, mind you, it was like a 32 teamer. He was getting drafted in like the first round. You know, like this guy is exciting, and Calgary at the moment might not be. So I think it probably bodes well for any Parekh holders, but probably also if you're realistically cheering for the Flames, yeah, this is kind of like a sign.
Oh yeah, I guess that's the other huge thing is like, I don't know if you're not already holding him, like if you've watched listed him or something. I mean, Calgary is one of like the league's worst offenses right now. I still don't know if I'd rush to pick him up, but definitely like if there's like a watch list plus that Yahoo has behind a paywall, I would put him on that.
Just in general, if there's a watch list plus. Oh, that was incredible. I almost missed that.
It's next. Watch list plus.
Well, that was a great plug out. The main one is just like no teams, like Tampa. Sorry, I guess we're going to Tampa on like another tangent. But like if you were to go to, let's say, trying to pick a team that's like matching my impression. Okay, there we go. Let's say you go to Winnipeg, and if they have some other like stalwart, like prospect, he's not getting ice time ahead of any star player. This is a win now season, right? So the fact inversely that Parekh is getting so much time now is probably a detriment overall to the team's chances. This team is kind of like waving the white flag a bit on this season early in terms of like, maybe this might not be a playoff season. This might not be the contending season.
No. I feel like Calgary can only hope for the mushy middle. I just, like you said in the last show, like Kadri is a great line two, playing line one right now.
Yeah. Yes. And I think the other part too is what better, like they are better served truthfully if they just get Parekh a full season, of NHL ice time. And then at the same time, hopefully if they land lower enough, do they still have their 2026 draft pick? They do, right? I don't think they
should. I don't see why they'd be buyers.
So if not, then what if they land somebody else that's also incredible and they can pair it up? That's kind of how you play the league anyway, right? In a franchise setup system. Just frig, what does this do for Uyghur stocks, Alan? Like,
I know. I mean, Uyghur should still get like 25 plus minutes a night. It's just that power play one was like the ice. I don't want to say the icing on the cake, but it was like meat and potatoes. Like
that's true.
He's getting you those sweet riffs plus power play one.
Yeah, no more. But alas,
yeah. I mean, let's
get rolling.
Let's get going. All right. Let me there we go. All right. So first up from Monolith, love the username and the avatar there. If I get Mona Lisa with guns. So start one, Bangers points. Jay and I talked about this one on the show. For me, it's Finny or Feeny, Fine. And it's not even close.
Sorry, I'm just double checking, Alan. I'm looking on my screen too. Give me a second. I'll pop yours in. Bangers. Oh. Why am I still on the hope that Snuggerud's going to come true? I don't know, Alan. I think it's
Just move down the lineup. I think it's it's what we do. Like preseason, we're like so full of hope, and it's very quickly turning to piss and vinegar.
Yeah,
our teams are terrible. Like
it is.
Why did we draft this guy? How can I sell the farm?
All right. I mean, I guess we got to ride the hot hand today. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, another reason I don't. Maybe I didn't mention this, but Finney is power play 1. Like he was power play 1, I think, in their last game, and then practice this morning. He is again power play 1 with all those top guys in Detroit.
Oh, Alan, you took him. Oh my goodness, Kat.
Yeah, dude, that was. I mean, I don't know if it was the power play 1, but there was something recently where I'm like, this fucking Finney, dude. Like he hits and he's got. I think it was after he scored his first goal. It was when I mean, like, the dude is where he was available.
The dude is definitely doing a lot with only 15 and a half minutes a night. Like, let's see. Oh no, it's ramping up. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, especially power play 1, you think that's going to give him like an extra minute or 2 a night.
Oh, for sure.
And what's his ownership? I feel like he is someone that like you probably missed last call. Oh, okay.
34%.
So there's still time. I don't know. Maybe in 10-man leagues, he might be like that kind of fringe player that on good weeks, hey, he's worth picking up. Not so good weeks, he is back out into the waiver wire and no one touches him till next time.
For sure. Yeah. Schedule dependent, I would put too. Like potential.
There we go. That's what I mean. Like he was like it used to be Ehlers was that like guy that was just like right at that cutoff in like a 10-man where it's like, okay, Winnipeg doesn't have the schedule to justify hanging on to you. You gotta go. I'm sorry.
For sure. I voted for Finney.
Yeah.
Start
especially Tuck. Yeah. Sorry. No, you're good. Start Tuck or Fiala. This is kind of tough because I mean now with Toronto losing Nylander for who knows, maybe he comes right back, but maybe also he doesn't misses some time.
If he misses time, Toronto is pretty toast, honestly.
Yeah, and Toronto already got beat by Buffalo last night. Like that was kind of a shocker. It's funny because now I'm starting to hear about like this is one of those games where all the people from Toronto just like hop over the border and just invade Buffalo's arena for their games.
I mean, they might be staying because cross-pollination of sports here. The Toronto Blue Jays absolutely wiped the floor with the Dodgers last night. And I don't know, like the crowd, so to speak, that would be, like hyping and huffing and puffing all the way through. Like they probably are buying like Skydome tickets as opposed to buying, heading down south of the border.
I don't know. I'm still kind of give edge to Fiala.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Fiala
because who do the Kings play? Kings play Nashville, and I mean you could get goalied by Nashville, but I don't know.
It's mostly the shooting, I would say that is. Oh, actually, but Alan, I don't know. Like
they're pretty equal players, which I think is why he's asking. Similar. I don't know. I just slight edge to. I think it's biased talking, but I kind of give slight edge to Fiala.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's different in the sense that like it depends how we see Nashville and Toronto, right? Like I think Alan and I were talking about this prior to the
Toronto played Stolars last night, so it's very unlikely they play Stolars again tonight. I don't think Wall is quite back. There was some announcement about Wall yesterday, but I don't think it was that they've taken him off like IR.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. Like, okay, let's see. So Caden Primo's tonight,
Okay. Oh yeah, Wall is still
and
IR. But he's
right,
preparing. Okay, he's just basically starting to skate with the team. So yeah, it'd be
yeah,
Caden
yeah.
Primo, who, if I remember correctly, was not great in Montreal, but that was also before Montreal got good. I don't
Well,
know if they
I
offered any children to win games or whatnot, but yeah,
oh Lord, whatever sacrifices were made behind closed doors worked. Oh
yeah,
my goodness. The the big one we were saying too, and I guess just for listeners, Alan and I were talking about any reminders as well about the 20 game split, right? So one factoring consideration is that uh, teams will switch between good and bad season to season. And I think everyone's impression of a good or bad team lags behind actuality. I don't know how much it lags, Alan. I feel like for me, it might even lag like a half season. You know what I mean?
well, in
Like
this
it
part of the season, it's all about overreaction. Like, yeah, dude, if I can drop Connor Hellebuck for Arthur Shelovs, let's do it. Um,
for for sure. But the other angle I would say too is like there are players in which it holds true and we don't overreact. And then there are players truthfully where we could have optimized more if we had a crystal ball to see. And the sucky part right now is I am operating when I see those teams, I am operating with the last season mantra. I'm looking
yeah,
and saying, oh, look, they're facing Toronto. Toronto's a good team. Oh, look, they're facing Nashville. Nashville's a bad team. You look at the standings right now, Nashville is technically ahead of Toronto. And further, if you further
oh yeah,
unpack it,
like we were saying before
Toronto's
the show, freaking Pittsburgh. Like, what?
Pittsburgh,
They were the only team
Montreal.
going into the
Yeah.
season that was going to be. They were like, yeah, we're not looking to get better. Like, what?
Right, right.
What's going on?
We're good as we are with our 35 plus veteran
Do you want
spines.
a
Yeah.
gently used Eric Carlson? Someone,
Do you want gently
please,
used Kenny Malkin?
right?
The-
Um,
but I just want to say, I guess the final touch off is just when we say starting Tucker, starting Fiala, when we're saying facing those teams, both of their opponents are basically equal in the standings right now. And if you look
yeah,
at Toronto further, Toronto has an injury, day-to-day injury to Nylander. This is also a Toronto team that already lost Marner over the offseason. So if we talk about like core four or whatever BS things, they already have lost two.
yeah.
One in the offseason and one in the game likely tonight. And they're on a
And
slump of what?
Riley
Like how many
is
games have they
Morgan
lost in a row?
Riley
They've
is
lost
kind of day to day or
three
something.
in a row.
Something he's not playing. Um, so even
This is
more.
not the Toronto team that is this is not the Toronto team that's playing like your Toronto expectations. And then further, Nashville, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like Nashville might
I
just be
still
where
feel
they're at,
like
like that middling
UC
team.
Saros is still a good individual goalie. Like the Kings
Yes.
could very well get goalied. I don't know.
I
I
think
see Fiala's riding that 5-game point streak. Like he's doing. I don't know. I don't know.
my differentiating factor, my differentiating factor more so is I think even for Tuck and for Fiala, generally speaking, like the only difference I can see is that Tuck gets blocks. Aside from that, they
Yes.
seem to be a very similar player. And so the other angle I'm looking is that Tuck is a line two power play two, whereas Fiala is a line one power play one. So I'm just thinking if a game today and scores all those goals, like the way they'd score is obviously like I'd be surprised if their power play was four and they're 2 for 5. You know what I mean? Like I don't think
Right.
that'd be how it goes. Just imagine that Fiala has a higher ceiling because if the Kings are scoring and winning and crushing the Preds, like I think Fiala's got to be a part of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like an ever so slight edge for Fiala for me. I feel like it's bias talking.
Yeah, let's do it.
Um.
Yeah, let's do it. Fiala.
Yeah. And then what do we? All right. So start one tonight. I assume that's Rob Tom. Hagel.
We can't be starting Hagel, right, Alan? I don't think so.
I don't know, man. He is just snake bitten right now.
It is brutal.
But he's not getting power play one. unfortunately. And then Elias Lindholm. So
Unfortunate.
Blues play the Red Wings. Tampa plays the Ducks, and then Boston plays someone pretty early. Yeah, the Abs. Yeah, this is
Thomas.
Huffy.
Thomas.
Mm,
Once you said the Avs, I was like, Thomas.
well, no, Boston plays the Abs. Boston plays the Abs. So that'd be Elias Lindholm.
No, yeah, but that means Thomas, right? Because you don't want the guy that plays the Avs, do we?
You want the guy that plays the Ducks, though?
Oh, sorry. When you said the Avs,
Yeah, Hagel
hold
plays
on.
the Ducks. Yeah, Blues play
Hagel
Red
plays the
Wings.
Ducks.
Lightning play
Red Wings.
Ducks. Boston plays the Avs.
No, I thought Boston plays. Oh, geez, I'm on the wrong. Oh God, Alan, I'm so sorry. Apologies to any listeners.
Are you still living in Thursday? Like,
I was living on the I was living on the on the next week. Oh, Alan, this is so bad for me to just a perpetual streamer. Okay, so
yeah. Oh my God, could you imagine? Like, this guy had picked up Chick at 4 games. Why does he have 1?
Yeah, he's amazing. What is happening? Okay, so Boston, and let's roll back over. Tampa Ducks and
I mean, I just feel like it's going to be the one night you don't play Hagel, he goes off.
Actually, I kind of like the scheduling for Hagel, but again, this is a 4-2-1 Ducks team, right? This Ducks team kind of had an overhaul. None of their opponents are really good, though, I will say, unless you're targeting. Okay, hold on a second. Lindholm against the Avs.
Yeah. I feel like it's if Boston does well in that game, it's because of like that Lindholm line.
Yes. The other one I was thinking is if you played in a faceoffs league, like Boston might be leaking a lot of goals, and then Lindholm will get more faceoff opportunities.
That's true.
Because you always do a faceoff draw after.
I know it's just it's in a vacuum, so I gotta assume like who's gonna score the most and stuff. Has Thomas done anything even? Like I feel like the Blues
if we're just doing
anemic.
goals, it's got to be either Lindholm or Thomas, right? Thinking that Pastrnak access or like Rob Thomas, what a perennial.
Thomas has 1 goal, 3 assists so far to start the season. And as usual, like he barely shoots, doesn't really give you anything else. That's why I feel like I'm leaning between Hagel or Lindholm, but the homerism like in me is like, no, Hagel will go off the night you don't start him.
If between the two, Alan, I'm probably going Lindholm.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like if they do well against the Avs, it's because of that Lindholm line, like that top line, top power play in Boston. Right. But I mean, I don't know. Boston's they won their first 3, and then they've gone like something silly.
3-6 right now, so it's pretty disgusting. Yeah,
they've lost like their last 6 in a row, which is nuts to think about.
Which is almost impressive, honestly. Like it's almost more impressive than going 3-6 by alternating wins and losses. But Alan, I voted. I'm very curious to see which way you vote.
Let's go Lindholm. Yeah, so we both voted for Lindholm. It sucks. I feel like this is gonna be the game where Hagel goes off because I turned my back on him.
And in which case, Alan, it's a manifestation of good either way, right? Because that would indicate the Lightning are coming back, right? Yeah. It was the sacrifice.
All right, needed. So Pokemon. All right, Jay, this is where we need your divine like prophetic powers here. We gotta.
Oh, this is the same damn league. God damn it, the same damn league. Oh.
Roster tonight, do you feel like it's set? He's also considering dropping Huberdeau for a D-man for 2 nights or stream goalies for 2 nights. Yeah, this is where we would need your divining powers. Huberdeau, but he hasn't been great. Yeah, Huberdeau just came back, and I think, like I said, I don't know, I was either talking to Jay before the show or like right as we started. Calgary's got one of the worst offenses in the league right now. So it's, of course, Huberdeau's getting tanked down like an anchor with them. Okay, so he is benching. So he's only benching Cutter Gauthier, which I would, even though the Lightning are starting JoJo tonight.
I don't know. Like my main thought when I'm seeing this is more so, I don't know about the Gaudier or whatever, but if you're looking at the 4 guys that are on his bench at the moment, I think he sure is a lock. If you drop him, you can't get him back, so you
Right.
have to keep him.
Cutter, you
But
probably get him back.
That's what I'm thinking too. But like Cutter, and I'm even looking like Huberdeau and Toffoli. Like Huberdeau, this is a guy that will ride the waves, right? This is a guy that will be top 40, top 30 in terms of like a week that he's very, very incredible and good. And dude, he could be top 140. You know what I mean? Like I would even say top 200. You know what I mean? Like that's how far he could drop on a game where he's just not.
Toffoli's been so
much.
disappointing. Like, what did the Sharks score against the Rangers? Like 5-6. Toffoli was in on none of it. I was like, holy shit! Now I'm not so mad I dropped him like to open up a spot. Like
it was exactly like the Wyatt Johnston and J Rowe setups last season, where it'd be like, wow, that's incredible. It's a 5-0 game to Dallas, and nothing came from either of those players. But going back to his lineup and roster, I would say basically, can you look at that D slot right now? Like Aaron Fox, you have an empty D slot this Saturday. And I would venture to guess you have an empty D slot on Sunday or something.
which makes sense why he's saying like, hey, I'm thinking about dropping, Huberdeau for a D.
Huberdeau for a D. Yeah, I would do it. I would do it. And I would say if he's playing tomorrow, so long as you have...
What is this? Oh, yeah, no, this is the league where it was like, hey, you should pick up Alex Lyon.
No, do not stream a goalie for 2 nights. Do not stream a goalie for 2 nights. Well, especially since, look at the settings. Like, I'm even going to say, too, like... Oh, which teams play back to back? I was looking at this one for my own setup, too. So the back-to-back teams, there's so many of them, right? There's Avs, Dallas, Oilers, Kings, Mini, Nashville.
You know what? Who would be a nice stream on Edmonton?
Utah and Vancouver.
If you can get Ekholm or
Tampa.
Wallman.
Vegas. So Ekholm or Wallman?
On Edmonton, I'd say like nice periph floors for both, but there's the chance of because I think in Wallman's first or second game back, he already got an assist.
It's definitely the upside play. Definitely the upside play.
Blocks. And so you want someone who blocks a lot. So I would say, one of those guys of like Wallman, Ekholm. Minnesota, I feel like they're a good team to get you blocks.
Yeah, like Marco Rossi, or is he like way too rostered at this point?
Why are we picking up Rossi? We want a defenseman.
Oh, geez, sorry, my bad.
Maybe someone on Nashville would be good for a lot of blocks. I feel like they're not going to get the puck as much.
Jared Spurgeon, maybe. Oh, I don't know. Oh, some of that.
You know what? In Vancouver, fucking Tyler Myers, son. Like,
yes,
Tyler Myers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, let me check. I feel like he's great for blocks.
Tyler Myers is incredible. Oh my god!
And then, like I said, he'll just he'll get you that occasional 5-point outburst, and we're talking about him for.
Philip Hronik.
Does he block a lot? I feel like he was one of those just does. Yeah, but hits are only worth a quarter of a point. A block.
Oh, geez, never mind. Yeah.
So you want. I don't think they have a back-to-back, but you would want someone like Adam Larson. Like, all the Edmonton D are gone. Shit. Yeah, because that's as I say, Wallman and Ekholm are good.
Right.
Sorry, Philip Hronik doesn't block as much. I Tyler Myers, man, if you want blocks, like if that's the best, because you're probably, I don't know if you're getting any power play 1D to stream back to back like this. I feel like the play is get someone who blocks a lot.
Who's that kid again? Liam Bichel
on Dallas.
Is he
Does
around?
Dallas have a back to back though?
Yeah,
they do. Carolina and Nashville, but Carolina's pretty beat up right now, man. Like, I know we were just talking about Keandre Miller, but he left the game, and this is what infuriates me. Like, this just confirms my bias not to like get anyone on Carolina. Frickin' Ghost Bear goes out. They put Keandre Miller of all people and power play 1. Miller goes out. they put Sam Walker in. Like, when are they going to give Nikishin that power play one? Like,
It's just
who
never.
has to die for him to get power play one?
Just never. Like, just oh my goodness. I will say, while we're on the discussion with Carolina as well, I think Svechnikov days are not completely dead in the water and over. They put him out for that overtime 4-on-3 against Colorado. That I forgot which game they were playing, like Thursday night or whatever. Like, Alan, that was whoa. I honestly thought, there was no other angle for Svechnikov to do anything, but no. Like, in the trusted moments, I guess Rod still goes. He's one of the top 4 talented guys to go win us the hockey game. Like, I hope that comes trumps tonight. Like, does that mean extra ice time today? I hope so.
But yeah, Bichelle, like, he had 8 hits in his last game, which is cool, but he doesn't block a lot. Like I said, I feel like with this scoring, a blocking defenseman is the good play. So if the Edmonton guys are gone, Tyler Myers is someone who blocks quite a bit. Seattle have a back-to-back? No, I was about to say, like, Adam Larson is great for, like, those peripheral stats with the occasional assist.
Brad Clark is another name that could pop into relevance. But you're hoping he scores, Turnberry, if that's the
well, you want someone, because, like, if you can't get it, like, a power play one defenseman, I feel like the periffs or the play. There we go, Zach Whitecloud. I feel like he was a good blocks guy. 4 in his last game, and then, like, 1 for every other. I'm trying to think of who else has the back-to-back. I feel like there's got to be at least one guy in Utah that is good for blocks. Is Ian Cole still there?
I mean, we don't have to tunnel too far into the blocks either, right? Like, the main one is his scoring just does not reward the goalie at all. It rewards any of the dudes that do anything, but also if they score, they get a power
It sounds
play
like we're
point,
both in
all those
agreement.
things.
Like, the defenseman is the play, not streaming goalies.
I would say, defenseman is the play. I would even say too, like, if you look at the other angle, is if you look at his team, like, Schmaltz is red hot, can't drop Cooch or Forsberg or Robertson. Oh man, okay.
I know. I feel like, I think we looked at this roster and it's like, this has got to be a 10-man. Like, you don't get, right? Like, guys like that.
It's definitely a 10-man. It's definitely a 10-man. No, and I would say Turnberry, I would think it's a horrible decision to stream goalies on Saturday and Sunday. Not because goalies are bad. Like, it's possible. Like, let's say you get 2 shutouts, that'd be possibly good value. Actually, not even. But it's your scoring. It's your league scoring that is horrific for goalies. Because I would guess if you'd show, like, who's your top goalie, how highly ranked are they across the entire league, and then how highly ranked are the skaters, I would assume the skaters with no negative value would just rocket into, like, I guess, a stratosphere. And I would probably say, if anything,
wasn't this? Yeah, this is the roster last week where you're like, man, Alex Lyon with the shutout there, and that was worth, like, what, 15 points. I think I did the math after.
How many points did Lyon get last Saturday? Like, for your team, if you streamed him, like, how many points did he get? Like, I don't think you're going to get much 15. Better.
I did the math on it after, because I was like, oh shit, look at Jace Stradamus.
But, like, it's crazy because, Alan, we're gonna say too, like, if you got 3 assists in a game, right? If you got 3 assists in a game, that's a really good game too. But I don't think 3 assists and, let's say, a couple of hits or blocks should be equivalent to, like, holy smokes, a 30 save shutout, right? But that's how the scoring would basically work out in this sort of setting.
So, like, of his defensemen he has listed there, I mean, McDonough is 3 points in his last 2. That's not typical for him. So I would probably get bank on those points. You really think, like, out of all those guys, I would probably get Hronek. Yeah, you just need freaking volume to really, like, make those goalies worth it. Stream goalies.
Well,
I don't.
3 saves will wipe out a goal, right?
Yeah.
3 saves will wipe out a goal. And Well, I guess I'm trying to think. Like
Oh shit! And
for
Roman
us,
Yossi looks like not on the ice at morning skate.
oh jeez.
So
Wait,
yeah, there we go.
what's the
Yeah, Fiala, I
opportunity
feel like
there?
is the play there. Yeah,
What's
it
the
was about 15
opportunity there?
points for
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
Lyon. Um,
Wait, Al,
I
what's the
just
opportunity there? He's not on the morning skate. Wait, let's see.
it's Roman Yossi. So
So
that back to the Tuck Fiala thing. Like I feel like that. Yeah, edge to Fiala if Nashville's going to be out Roman Yossi tonight.
no, but Nashville also has a back-to-back. So if he's not available, and we're talking goalies here for Turnberry, is that Brady
Oh,
Shea Stocks?
sorry. Or would they put someone else up there?
I don't think so because he's power play 2 and he's penalty kill 1. That's exactly the kind of guy. 22 minutes, you'd slot him right up into
I
Roman
feel like
Yossi.
this is what we talked about in the preseason is like if Roman Yossi needs his time managed, like who gets power play 1. But do we want Nashville's power play 1 though? That's the thing.
I think so.
I don't feel
But
like
you still have access to Philip Forsberg. Oh, geez, Philip Forsberg is the scoring's really rough, man. Oh my goodness, in Nashville. Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
jeez.
Like if Roman Yossi's out, do we want who steps up as power play 1?
Yeah. Although the inverse setup is he's not going to shoot. He's less likely to shoot. He'll probably pass to Forsberg and then probably be more of a facilitator, I imagine, for
Right.
Shea, right?
And the
So
assists aren't bad in this league.
assists are pretty good. Yeah, so Turnberry, I would say one guy to consider maybe. It depends if that Roman Yossi depends honestly if the Roman Yossi setup is like, actually gonna I mean, Alan, he could also have the sniffles and just be taking a nap right now. I don't know. And then like roll up later in the day.
How do you spell Shea? Like it's something weird. I'll just search Brady.
Because
yeah, that's how I thought he spelled it. SKJEI. Okay, whatever. Yeah, Shea doesn't do much like peripherally,
but he doesn't do much because of what's ahead of him, right? Like maybe
and that's
maybe
it's
this
just
is
like if Roman Yossi is out and we can confirm Shea gets power play 1, that might
this
be
is the handcuff, right?
might
Like
be a move.
you're grabbing that power play 1 handcuff. Yeah, maybe Brady Shea Turnberry. That'd be kind of an interesting.
He's
character.
probably available. He was like 0% owned according to the audio.
Yeah. He's definitely available.
Roman Yossi hasn't been labeled as out or anything, so maybe he's just not skating at morning skate. Yeah, none of these guys he has listed really are consistent enough with a lot of peripherals. Sorry, I had my hands in front of my mic. I don't know. I mean, McDonough is just getting lucky with the points right now.
Well, they're also like different player sets, right?
Yeah.
They're different player sets entirely. So
Hronek is like that kind of Devin Tays ride shotgun to like one of the best defensemen in the league kind of thing, or best offensive defenseman. Michelle, I think he's more a hits play, which hits aren't as valuable in this league. Esa Lindell, I was looking at him, like it doesn't look like he does like the peripheral stuff enough to give you a good. It is just that's just my opinion. I feel like Tyler Myers, if you want like a safe floor, because he blocks and stuff a lot, like the blocks are, if you're not getting points, like your blocks are what you want to look at.
I would probably, in my mind, go either Hronek for the, I guess, floor, or I would go Shea for the upside, potential upside. But aside from that, do we want to go on?
Shea's definitely going to be available. Yeah. Let me click out of this. Nope, not zoom in. Click out. D-Stu. All right. He would love to play Barzal and Benson. Maybe replace them with Forsberg and or Batherson, who have been somewhat cold. So yeah, he is benching on his bench. He has Barzal, Benson, Kadri, who's not playing. I don't think PLD's set to come back today. I forget. All right.
I think Benson for Batherson is like an immediate. Like I would do that without hesitation. And then
so Washington played last night. Like they are tired.
A tired team kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I would definitely play Benson over Batherson. I'm even saying like
not even Barzal, dude. Like I feel like
Well, I'm looking for a place to slot in Barzal, but
Yeah.
I don't know if Barzal is a better option than either J-Ro or Kempe. So
Although you know
I don't
what,
know.
like the Isles, like it's been Bo Horvat doing the scoring.
I don't know, Alan. The other part is like there is correlative components to this, right? Like I do want to play Barzal purely for the fact that he's got Sorokin. So ideally, you'd have correlation in the sense that if one guy was doing one thing on one end of the ice, it would positively affect the other side. I don't know. J-Ro, are we really telling folks to bench him?
No,
Can't
no,
do
you don't
that.
bench
Kempe,
J-Ro. Are you
you
crazy?
can't bench that either. So, oh wait, is Kempe dual eligible though? No, is he only right wing?
I think he. Shit, let me check. He is only right wing.
He's only right wing, yeah. So I don't know. Just looking at your squad, I would probably say
I would almost hold Pat. I don't know if I'd. The only, like, what bugs me about Benson is like I get maybe it's because I'm playing him in a categories league. It's like he doesn't do anything. If he's not scoring, he doesn't do anything. There's no floor.
for sure.
So I feel like
For sure.
Batherson might at least get you something.
Ideally, if I could like squish starters in for starters' sake, I would somehow be able to switch in Barzal for Batherson, but I don't know how you would play around with availabilities because I think
we'd have
Robertson
to,
at one.
It doesn't show here.
It doesn't show his positionings. So like, I think at a certain point, Kempe and Robertson, at one point or another in other seasons, they were either center and then their particular right wing or left wing eligible, or they were dual wing eligible. So I was like, if I could, I would rotate Batherson out with either of them and then rotate Barzal into the right wing slot or something.
Nope.
Or if like Barzal was center eligible, then I would rotate Schmaltz down into one of the winger positions, and then I don't know. I play around with it in a way where I would somehow get Batherson benched and Barzal put in, but I don't know if it's possible or not.
Sorry, Turnerbury, do you mean like, I'm assuming you mean Charlie Lindgren, the goalie, like you're looking at like a goalie stream still, or are you looking at Ryan? No, Ryan Lindgren, he's a defenseman, but Seattle doesn't have the back-to-back. Right. But these two does bring up, Barzal has the point streak, which is that's why I was thinking, like, if you're going to get Benson or Barzal in, I feel like Barzal over Benson. And they're playing Philly, who it looks like Philly is starting Sam Ersson today. And Vladar has been the better goalie there. And that's why I was leaning Barzal. I like their matchup. I consider, I mean, that's the thing though, is you never know when Ottawa's going to pick it up. And Batherson, I can't remember if he missed camp or what his deal was, that he's just coming back. I am thinking get Barzal in for Batherson if you can.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Because I'm always a fan of, like, if someone's doing it, especially if, like, that's what they're there for. Like I said, the McDonough point streak, like 3 points in 2 games, that's not what he typically does. It's a flash in the pan. But like Barzal, he is meant to help score. So that's a guy.
Alan, I think we move on to the next one. Like, I think
while we wait for Turnerbury to get back to about Lindgren, I think he means Charlie Lindgren, the goalie. Like, he wants to start Charlie Lindgren against Ottawa tonight. Let's move on. So Barzal for Batherson.
Barzal for Batherson if possible, and if not, then I would probably just stay with his lineup as is. But for Kopitar's last ride,
so he is benching Nylander. Well, because who knows what he's doing. Oh, here we go. Someone responded. Okay. So this is Kevin Kedmin. Tippett has been doing well. Seems unsustainable. Hagel's bound to bounce back. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, I feel like you're gonna count him out, and then that's when he has like a 2-3 point night. So maybe risk Nylander. So what I like to do in those circumstances is if I'm waiting for someone to like be in or not, try to wait, like arrange my guys so that like if I can wait as long as possible before like, oh, okay, this guy's in. Okay, switch him. Like I don't have to sit and play with it. My roster is already set that if Nylander's in, I can slot him in like immediately. So yeah, you put the guys that are playing later in like for sure, and then it's easy to swap them. But
I would also say rotate. Like obviously Nylander's center right wing, so I would probably say if you're Hagel in your utility slot, if you can somehow, if Hagel is the guy you are definitely going to start, then rotate him into one of the other slots, but keep your utility slot being that one that's open and available, right?
That makes sense. Yeah. Oh, so your central time zone, because that's Tampa plays at 5 Eastern.
But I would say, I guess not concerning, but just in general, like if you could get it so that you have more of your, like for example, Morrissey as a slot right now, like everyone's playing tonight, right? How many games are going on? Is that 13? Yeah, 13 games are going on tonight, and like Morrissey obviously is still sitting in a slot where there's no game, right? So I would say if anything, if you could schedule max it to have it so that you'd have, a full roster, I think that'd be good. Like I would even say like you have an IR. Oh jeez. Snake bit on the IR. Holy bully. So he's got Tkachuk, Perfetti, Nylander.
Stashing Perfetti, who I don't know. I mean, if you can win in spite of having all those guys like injured, it's fine.
Full power to you.
But yeah,
but even if he dropped Perfetti
stash is like hurting you week after week, that's where you should make tough calls.
Crazy part is even if he dropped Perfetti, he would have to stash Blackwood or Kochetkov, right? Like this is
right. Well, and that's the thing is I don't think Blackwood went on this road trip.
My main one is I think
goalie all season.
Alan, would you stash Kochetkov? Like I'm looking at his roster and lineup right now because I'm looking at.
I haven't heard any updates on him.
Yeah. Rue, I'm just saying, like, how many? There's so many players here, right? So maybe this is a super deeper. This sounds like a deeper league, at least, right? Maybe the goalies don't come back to you. But yeah, this is a rough one, right? Because I think right now you have 1, 2, 3 roster slots, actual active ones, eaten up by guys that are injured, and then you have 2 guys that actually are hurt as well. 10 team 20 roster. So you got what, 200 players? So I guess your top. So you're only able to waiver wire from 200 down. Yeah. Just gonna
so
play around a bit. So if you could only roster your 200 guys and down, you'd end up with guys like what? Oh, okay. So it's probably still get like Nick Dowd, Tanner Jeannot. Geez. Oh, yeah. Keeper league. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. This is a rough situation to be in. I was just wondering in terms of like, like, is there a guy that you could rotate out? Like,
yeah, I don't know. So last update I see in Kochetkov is that he was placed in IR on the 13th, retroactive to the 5th. I don't even know if it doesn't even look like there's certainty on if he went out west for their road trip. But I don't know. We're not. I feel like we're over engineering this one. But yeah, I know. I feel like Kochetkov could probably.
I would just say that if I was to do an analysis of your team, Rue, I think that your team has too many wingers. You have too many good wingers, and
I don't think that's a problem, dude. I would rather have that problem than too many center onlys.
For sure. What I'm saying is you have too many good wingers, and what I'm saying is it would be good for you to see. Okay, sure. I would basically say if you could entertain any trades that could kind of like spread the talent out into other facets of your team, I think your team would be stronger because you're running into an issue right now where you're benching like, let's say Nylander's hurt and we roll through with Nylander being hurt, right? Actually, rephrase. Let's imagine Nylander's not hurt. You're starting him. Let's say you bench, I don't know, Hagel instead. You'd be in a situation where on a heavy net, you're benching Hagel, Tippett, Sherwood, and Kuzmenko. And all of those guys are exactly guys I would be comfortable starting, but they just don't buck the trend of being stronger than the rest of your lineup in terms of your wing. But having 4 talented wingers or producing wingers at any point stuck down and while having empty roster slots everywhere else, I think you could probably flip it, like literally flip some of those guys, and just get better value for your team, right? Like, I think Kuzmenko and Sherwood are 2 classic guys where they are so good and will be underrated, so they're probably better to
Pretty
keep
much.
as guys.
That's like the double-edged sword of a 10-man is like your roster's loaded, but so is everyone else, and even the wire is loaded.
But I would not say your roster is too damn good. I would say your wingers are too damn good. Like, you're in a situation spot where Devon Taves is like a must start, and I don't think that decor is I don't think that's too. Trade for Bouchard and drop Taves.
Yeah,
if you
God,
could,
that's a huge upgrade. That's a huge upgrade if you can float it over Taves.
For sure. Because right now, look at your team. You got I was gonna say QB1, so used to the fantasy football terms. But yeah, you have your D1 power play quarterback in McAvoy, Morrissey, and Harley's kind of like half, right? But then when you get Devon Taves, you're really hoping for Makar, like, something where Makar frees up the slot for Taves to
so
shine
far.
up.
He hasn't done a whole lot.
That's not happening
the season.
So I would say your decor, you could target that one guy, and I would say you have all these other wingers that are amazing talents that you could flip, and then also further you have 2 centers, right? Maybe Nylander if you have to slot him in. Oh, you have Bedard. Okay, yeah, your centers are probably good, but I would say
that's what I say. Like,
your wingers are too good for your D.
I don't know about. I mean, as good as Scheifele is, I don't know about like trading for a good center only, because if you get that log jam at center, it's the worst. And then
I would not trade
your additional flexibility once Brady Tkachuk comes back. Sloth.
Do not trade your great glut of wingers for a center.
For centers
Do
only.
it for a D-man. Do it for a D-man.
Yeah.
Who would I shop out of who you have?
I know. I feel like the price on Bouchard is going to be through the roof.
Well, here's the thing too, right? Like, Alan, this is crazy. This is a crazy take. This is where I'm going. If he's wanting to nab one of the premier defensemen, I think you'd have to throw out bait that is truthfully, like, lucrative and attractive back in the other direction. So if you're going keepers, I think trading someone else like Bedard or trading someone like whomever, like, it will hurt your soul. Like, truthfully, it will hurt your soul. So I don't think you can do something that will, like, gut yourself that way. Oh, he's got what? Ehlers, Weegar, and his Bouchard.
Oh man, because Ehlers is I don't know what's it's a new team, so I'm sure that's why Ehlers hasn't really gotten off to as good a start as maybe everyone expected him.
If I was a manager looking at your roster, I would be interested in players like, if it's a keeper league, I would be interested in players like Keller, Byfield, Boldy, Natchez, and obviously Nylander and Brady, I think don't even have to be stated, but the last one will be Bedard, right? So those 7 players are the guys, if I'm like targeting wingers, that I would be going for and have interest in. Everyone else is kind of like, they're not spine pieces, like they're whatever.
I feel like Bouchard's been kind of weak to start the season. Like, you might be able to buy low on him.
Fantastic trade target. For
2
sure.
points so far in the season for someone that we think is like a 80-point defenseman, something crazy.
Yeah. So he's gonna have a lot of extra points to make up for the rest of the season. I would just say, but if you're listening, if I listed any of those guys, Rue, and then you're saying, man, I can never ever trade those guys, then well, maybe stay pat with what you got. But if you could somehow flip like a Byfield or like a Keller or Boldy, and then land a guy that is like like a Bouchard or something in a package deal, that'd be crazy. Because crazy too is not necessarily that you're gonna have strong, like you are gutting your wing 100%. You're gutting your wing relatively, but if you look at your bench, would you be comfortable starting Tippett or Kuzmenko or Sherwood in some of these days where it's super busy? I think you would. Like, honestly, you would be able to start those guys and still be like, whatever, I still have like a great, and you'd bolster your D. Alan, did we go on a tangent? Shall we
I think we did.
dab
Honestly, I think that might be the last one, unless no
should we
one's
dab
going
into
in.
like the ad drop trade talks quick, and then we'll call it
ad drop.
Ad drop.
Let's see here.
So you want to
try
head
find some of these
to,
guys
let's
overnight.
say, you want to start, let's say, at McTavish for Jaden Schwartz.
Oh, there it is. I don't. I feel like there's recency bias going on here because I think Jaden Schwartz did just score 2 goals. So
and it definitely, I would say
want to
first,
say no.
I want to say no.
I feel like long term, McTavish should be better. But I feel like he held out for his contract, so he had no camp. So he is getting up to game speed at games.
Definitely no, because the coming week, Seattle plays 2 games, heavy Tuesday, heavy Saturday, whereas the coming schedule, Anaheim plays 3 games and has the Friday, Sunday off night. So, yeah, you definitely do not want to do that, drop McTavish for Jaden Schwartz.
Oh, man, fucking Sens shook up their lines. I really liked having Dylan Cousins on line 1. Nashville power play unit. Here we go. Nashville power play units this morning. Top unit was Shea as power play 1.
Wait, so where was it? So Turnberry. Go grab Shea. Go grab Shea.
I don't know. I still say if you can wait just to confirm that EOC is in fact out.
Yeah,
I would do that.
Fair.
Yeah, don't like knee-jerk reaction and then you picked up someone who is worthless when, like I said, you pick someone up who has a better like peripheral floor for you. But yeah, it looks like the mob agrees with us. Like
mob agrees 100%. So that get good kid. Okay, wait, sorry, that wasn't a question. Bluto.
Oh yeah.
Bangers Points League. Better streamer for next week, Lee or Palmieri.
That's tough because we're even on the same team.
Same team. Frig, man, if you're asking me same team stuff, like I'm gonna have to dig into my crystal ball, Alan. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Come on, Jay Stradamus. What is your prediction?
What is the prediction? Now, I'm just gonna pull them up quick. As obviously, I want to hit the last one too from I guess the 10-team league goalie one. But if I'm looking for Lee versus Palmieri, I think the first thing that jumps off my mind is I'm looking for things that are repeatable, right? So I'm looking for ice time. And weirdly, if I'm seeing it correct,
I'd say they're both probably equal. They're both top 6.
That's what I thought.
Probably on power play 1.
Except Anders Lee is currently listed as line 3, power play 2, averaging 14 minutes a night. So I don't know what the guy did to deserve the doghouse, but Palmieri is right wing, second line right wing.
He's line 2, power play 1,
and is 20 minutes a night. So I think it's Palmieri.
The guy with more ice time. Yeah.
Holy bully, Palmieri. What the hell? Okay. And then we would go better goalie.
I wonder if they're trying to showcase him for a trade. Like, because that dude is ancient. Like the Isles are not a team that's. I mean, maybe they make the playoffs, but I don't know.
And I was gonna say too, like, who is this Emil Heineman guy? Like, 29 hits. I don't know. Give me some of that.
Oh man, I think he was a trade or something. I don't know if he's a trade or a signing, but yeah. Oh man,
craziness.
Categories are super bangs like Emil Heidemann. I would look at.
It's incredible. Okay, so Lion or Knight, better goalie to hold. I would say
Knight, especially with UPL back. I think it's going to be Knight.
I I'm pretty torn. I don't know. I did say.
I mean, neither
I-
team is going to be super great for wins, but good God, I think we were talking about before the show, like Spencer Knight, man, like
it is pretty crazy.
if you had some of these injured goalies, or just need a goalie, like I have Spencer Knight, someone to maybe take a look at. Yeah, no, I think
Yeah,
Knight
I would say just
short
looking
term
at their
and long
teams
term.
across like early overreactions, obviously, but so what Buffalo has is 24 goals for and against is 24 and 23 +1. Chicago is 25 and 20 +5. Yeah, if that trend holds across the season, yeah, then I would say Knight just obviously has more goal support. I'd imagine over if it does. I would say to listeners in general, like you can probably start looking at some of these projections as in like through this season so far, crystallize them around 20, right? 20 games. Right now we're almost halfway through to 20 games. Start crystallizing and shifting your own perspectives and impressions. Probably doesn't bode well for Alan and I for the Leafs in Tampa to be where we are in the standings, but we might need to start adjusting from 24-25 impressions to 25-26 realities. This season is long, but this season, like what's the phrase? The days are long, but the years are short, right? So
Yeah.
The games are going to roll through and you're going to be like, what the hell is going on? How is this team not in the playoffs? Yeah, because that's how fantasy hockey works. And yeah, like start crystallizing and making your roster decisions based on updated information and update your information around 20 games. 20 games is where playoff positions, I guess, like outside windows, like, Victorian orphans pressed against the window looking in. That's where you need to shift your impressions based on 20 games in the season.
Montour is healthy, son.
Alan, we still have like 1 minute to go. You want to jump into one trade talk one to see if we get a good
there
one?
we go. Let's whatever's at the bottom. They get our attention for
what is
it
at the bottom?
All right.
Okay.
12-man points league
what's
with
getting
bangs.
people's impression on this?
Oh, what? No, fucking Draisaitl all day. I feel like it's not even close.
Draisaitl, easy. Okay, let's do that one. What's the other one? Kachuk for Raymond and Point. Kachuk for Raymond.
A redraft. Oh, see if
I-
this is keeper, but
I would.
in a redraft. If you
Wait, so
you're
he's acquiring
Brady.
Kachuk, right?
Yeah, I was like, don't trade away Point.
Well, yeah,
you're selling Point for peanuts. No thanks.
but you're getting, well, I mean, it depends on his team too. I would say if he is on the top of the league, I would definitely trade that because that's a buy low. In terms of, I think Kachuk is just higher than both Raymond and Point. If you're at the bottom of the league, Brady is probably going to be out for a while, isn't he? Because
what was it, 8 weeks, I think, and we're probably 1 week into that 8. If you're top of table, he's trading some of his best offense.
Well, the main one is like if you're trading away Raymond and you're trading away like Raymond, it might be harder to replace on the right wing, but Point, I'd imagine most leagues you'd have a guy available on the center.
Oh, center, yeah.
He will not replace 100% of Point, but 75 to 80% of Point is easily going to be replaceable, and you are going to get way more return when Brady comes back healthy. Other issue and risk I would say though is this is not a worthwhile risk for a guy that's low on the bottom of the league because Brady is going to be playing mainly for that. Like in real life hockey, Brady is not caring about the Stanley Cup at the moment right now. He is caring about whatever's happening for those Olympics in February, right? So,
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I feel like
Brady is not gonna.
I feel like you're giving up too much for Brady.
You think so? I don't know.
I know Lightning. I know Tampa is like not off to a great start, but I feel like, yeah, what a 40, 50 goal, not 50 goal. I think I'm over projecting. But yeah, like a someone who commonly plays with like 100+ point guy, like in Kucherov, in your trading Point. Raymond,
what I'm saying
probably
is
going to have another great year. I feel like you're giving up too much.
Well, Brady, once he comes in, he's going to be ideally offering at least like, let's say top 10 value, right? Whereas I think Point, he gets drafted around top 40 value, something like that. And then Raymond, I would say he was probably drafted like
And you
really
open
low.
up the stream spot. Okay.
And you
Or
open up the
to
stream
pull
spot.
someone off our
Yeah.
I just don't like it. I feel like that is too high a price for Brady.
I think
But that's
it would
probably
be,
my homerism talking.
it would be one where you have the capital and the weeks to play around with if you are ahead in the league right now. Let's say you're 2-0, you got some solid guys already that are outperforming the draft value for you. You can't afford this high risk, high reward play. This is not a play I would advise for anyone that is looking to chase into the playoffs. This will get you out of the playoffs if you trade away Raymond and Point and you
If
need the
you're
games
if
to
you're
win.
struggling week to week, I would definitely not trade
But
for
look at his
Brady.
guys. He's got Hurdle, Byfield, Slav, Gensel, Kempe, Heischer, Schmaltz, Dorofeyev, Johnston. Not only did he get good forwards, he has guys that are already hot to go. So I feel like he could take the risk on. Let's see though. He's got which lefties does he have? He has Gensel,
Yeah,
Dorofeyev,
Dorofeyev.
Byfield, Slav, right? Yeah. I kind of feel like he needs a right winger more than anything else. So he's got Kempe.
Nah, Kempe's
Schmaltz.
right wing.
Yeah, no. Sorry, what I meant is like if he's giving up Raymond, he's giving up a right wing, right? So then what's his remaining right wing? He would have Kempe and Schmaltz. Oh, Johnston. Kempe, Schmaltz, Johnston.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I just yeah. No, that's gonna be a no for me, dog.
He also
and
said
it's probably my homerism talking. I just feel like that's too high a price to pay for Brady.
Oh man. But I think that's around what? It's past noon now. So
it is past noon. So yeah, good luck everyone. Thanks for everyone joining us live. We'll see you again next Saturday. And I don't know, the guys should have your week 4 script either today or tomorrow. Yeah. Good luck everyone. Thanks for watching.
Good hockeying. We'll pick you up later.